Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Al, and the Dragonflight Alpha is finally here. Over the next few weeks and months, the testing servers are looking to receive regular updates, which will include brand new content like dungeons and raids to explore, many improvements to systems like professions and dragon riding, as well as many class changes and improvements, with many of our favorite playstyles still yet to receive their Dragonflight talent trees. And while not all of the class changes have been implemented, Blizzard is already looking at the key feedback from the community regarding some of the design of the classes going forward. And recently, in a blog post, Blizzard has announced even more upcoming class changes and improvements in the future Dragonflight Alpha build. This update is specifically going to target two classes, Death Knight as well as Hunter, and a lot of these updates are primarily based off of the initial feedback by the community. So today, I want to take a closer look at these upcoming class changes. But right before we do that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you are reminded, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as to the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get regular updates about the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight. First class we'll take a look at is the Death Knight. And the base Death Knight talent tree is going to receive some major adjustments. The primary purpose of these changes is to increase the flexibility of Death Knight builds, giving them more options between offensives, defensives, and group utilities. More talents are going to become interconnected to support more hybrid options and ease up some of the friction between talent trees and ability dependencies. The playstyle of Unholy Death Knight is also receiving major improvements, with this update primarily focused on addressing the cooldown of certain major abilities, as well as reducing some of the mechanical randomness and creating a more cohesive playstyle. Talents that improve Death Coil's runic power cost will be baked into the basic playstyle in order to smooth out the Unholy Death Knight gameplay. Unholy Command is going to reduce the cooldown of Dark Transformation by a flat amount in order to create more consistent ability timings, which will make your pet more reliable and hopefully more bursty, irrelevant of your gear level or stat breakpoints. Infectious Wounds will either be removed or massively reworked in order to reduce some of the randomness of gameplay. Epidemic is going to receive major damage buffs in order to be more competitive in AoE content. Army of the Damned will also be changed to receive flat cooldown reductions for your undead horde, instead of the ability cooldown reductions being reliant on the usage of Death Coil and Epidemic, similar to the Dark Transformation talent. This will hopefully make the ability more consistent, irrelevant of your character's gear, and will remove some of the talent dependencies that came with the initial design, opening up more of your talent tree for build customizability. The Summon Gargoyle ability will be made much easier to access in the talent tree rows, and in its place a more powerful Summoner Capstone trait will be placed, likely a talent that will empower all of your undead minions, not just your ghoul, whenever you use Dark Transformation. And hopefully all of these talent changes will allow Unholy Death Knight to gain some potential going forward as a possible necromantic summoning powerhouse heading into Dragonflight. Another class that's receiving major updates is the class of Hunter, starting with the base Hunter talent tree, which will see improved pet survivability options, and will shift the talent of Scare Beast slightly off to the side to give more freedom in talent tree variety. Abilities like Master Marksman will also be adjusted to function with ranged and melee critical strikes as well. The class talent of Death Chakram is also seeing improvements. When the chakram cuts deep into the enemy target, it'll make him vulnerable to all types of damage, not just physical. This adjustment is made primarily so that Survival Hunter gains more benefit, with parts of Survival Hunter toolkit being fire damage from the explosive bombs or poison damage from the serpent stings. First, we have updates to the Marksmanship Hunter, which will see talents like Double Tap shifted higher into the talent tree to make him easier to access. Marksmanship is also going to be receiving two brand new talents added into their talent tree with the future alpha build. Talents that will either let Killshot benefit from the Trick Shot Cleave effect, or will apply Explosive Shot on targets hit by the Trick Shot Cleave. and many in the hunter community are specifically excited for these two talents, which both seem extremely powerful and could seriously elevate the hunter AoE output when it comes to endgame content. The legacy of the Windrunner's talent is going to be placed in a slightly different position, and it will take less talent points in order to maximize that talent's value. Chimeric Shot Cleave ability is going to be worked back into the Marksmanship Hunter talent tree and removed out of the base class talent tree entirely. And finally, Rapid Fire Focus Generation effect will be baked into the baseline ability instead of separated as its own talent tree option. Overall, Marksmanship is seeing a lot of quality of life improvements and talent tree adjustments in order to improve their build variety, and the upcoming talents are looking to greatly impact their overall AoE performance. Another spec that's seeing updates is the Survival Hunter. One of the issues of the Survival Hunter talent trees is the cost of certain talents being quite expensive, which makes it much more difficult to get further down into the talent tree for some of the capstone impactful options. A good portion of the Survival Hunter updates is going to reevaluate the cost of some of these talent options. This change alone could create even more potential for various different builds for Survival Hunters going forward. Besides that, we have adjustments to talents so you can much easier grab abilities like Wildfire Bomb, Carve, or Butchery, as well as talents that amplify their damage output. Besides changes to the Death Knights and Hunters, players in the community have been able to data mine even more upcoming changes to classes like Mages, Shamans, Paladins, and Warriors regarding some of their potential talent tree options. And there's a good chance we'll be seeing even more updates regarding these classes specifically over the next few builds in Alpha. But otherwise, that's going to be everything that we had to take a look at in today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the future changes and improvements coming to both the classes of Death Knight and Hunter going forward over the next few weeks? What other improvements out of both Death Knights and Hunters would you want to see going forward? Also, what class changes and talents would you like to see in the future Dragonflight build? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As per always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, gotta give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video update, or hang out with the rest of the members of the community discussing these recent Dragonflight updates. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.